My beloved students of class 11, hope you are all well. We have already discussed on composed upon Westminster Bridge by William Wordsworth in our last two videos. Today we shall go through the poem. William Wordsworth was one of the prominent English romantic writer, of the Romantic movement, and his noted publication was Preface to the Lyrical Ballads. It was published in the year 1798 in collaboration with Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And we have discussed in our previous video that poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings that takes its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility. In respect to the poem The Solitary Reaper, written by William Wordsworth. And now we shall go through the poem. This is a sonnet, and this is written in the form of Italian sonnet or Petrarchan form of sonnet. A sonnet is a short lyrical poem of 14 lines written in particular rhyme scheme, and it has also a particular meter, iambic pentameter. In this poem, Wordsworth has celebrated the city of London, and in the first 8 lines, that is known as octave, follow the rhyme scheme A.B.B.A, A.B.B.A, and the following 6 lines, that is sestet, it has followed the rhyme scheme C.D. 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 And now, after going through the text, then we shall discuss analytically, and the questions or the doubts that you will raise, I shall try my level best to clarify it. Earth has not anything to show more fair. Earth has not anything to show more fair. That means Earth has shown the fairest thing in this world, in this universe. Earth has not anything to show more fair. Dull would he be of soul who could pass by. I have already discussed that William Wordsworth always he prefers to describe in superlative degree, because whenever in the poem Solitary Reaper he has compared the song of the solitary girl with that of the nightingale and the cuckoo bird, we have seen that the song of the solitary girl has surpassed all. And the song of the solitary girl cannot be compared with any earthly songs. Just like this, earth has not anything to show more fair. পৃথিবীর আর এর থেকে বেশি সুন্দর প্রদর্শন করার মতো কিছুই নেই। And at the same time, he has considered that the people, the person who would avoid and or who could pass by, who could overcome or who would neglect would be dull of his soul. That means one must be attracted. There is no reason behind it to be attracted with this landscape. এটা ওয়ার্ডসওয়ার্থের কাছে মনে হয়েছে যে তিনি যেমনভাবে চার্মড হয়েছেন, as much as he was charmed, he felt that anybody else or everybody must be charmed and their heart would be captivated. There is no reason for charming, no reason for escaping such a landscape. Dull would he be of soul who could pass by. A sight so touching in its majesty. A sight so touching in its majesty. It is a touching sight. It has touched our heart. In what way? In a majestic way. That means that is gorgeous. The city now doth like a garment wear. Actually, the poet has compared the beauty of the morning London with that of a lady of a rich background. And the lady has worn valuable ornaments and dresses, and she looks very gorgeous. So the poet has compared the beauty of the city, the beauty of the morning London city, with that of a rich lady who has worn with gorgeous dresses and ornaments. The beauty of the morning silent, bare. Ships and towers silent, bare. Just then we shall come in the next line. The beauty of the morning silent, bare. Morning's beauty is very silent, because till then the normal procedure of the day's activity has been suspended, and the inhabitants of the city were asleep, were in deep slumber. So the morning was very silent, it was very quite natural. Whatever it is in city or it is in village, the beauty of the morning silent, bare. Bare, phaka, because actually normal day-to-day activities were not started then. Ships, towers, domes, theatres, temples lie open unto the fields and to the sky. Usually here it is used ships, that is a symbol of harbor, পোতাশ্রয় যেটাকে বলছি. Towers, it is used in two ways. Towers means high skyscraper buildings and multi-storied buildings, or towers in those days the towers are used for different connections, different networks, internet connections or different telephonic connections, or for different reasons. Domes, actually this is the symbol of mosques. Theatres, mosques, churches, theatres, temples, all these are places crowded with people. These are lie open unto the fields and to the sky. That means the visibility was so clear that the poet could see standing on the Westminster Bridge unto the sky. Unto the sky means দিক চক্রবাল যেটাকে বলা হয়, horizon. His visibility was very clear to the horizon, where the sky has made with the earth. অনেকটা উঁচুতে যখন আমরা দাঁড়াই তখন দেখতে পাই যে পৃথিবীটা, আকাশটা যেন পৃথিবীতে মাটিতে উপর খেয়ে একটা বাটির মতো উপর খেয়ে পড়েছে আর একটা জায়গায় গিয়ে স্পর্শ করেছে। দিস ইজ হরাইজন। এবং সেই ওয়েস্টমিনস্টার ব্রিজের উপর দাঁড়িয়ে লন্ডন শহরকে তিনি যখন অবলোকন করছেন, সেখানকার যে পপুলেটেড এরিয়াজ, সাধারণভাবে মানুষের আনাগোনা দিনের কাজ শুরু হলে যেখানে হয় আর কি, সেই জায়গাগুলোর কথা বলছেন। স্টিল দেন ইট ওয়াজ সাইলেন্ট অ্যান্ড বেয়ার, অ্যান্ড হি হ্যাজ সিন অনলি দ্য বিউটি অফ দ্য মর্নিং লন্ডন, and it was so visible, so clear, that all bright and glittering in the smokeless air, bright and glittering, dazzling, the dazzling light of the sun, morning sun. Never did sun more beautifully step. আবার দেখো সুপারলেটিভ ডিগ্রি ইউজ করছেন, more beautifully step, অর্থাৎ it is used in the sense of soaking in splendid sunlight, therefore almost radiating this wonder. So, beautiful steep. Never did sun has never stepped beautifully than before. Whatever he has seen that day, he has not seen ever. In his first splendor, তার প্রথম দ্যুতি, চমক, dazzle, valley, rock or hill, যে উপত্যকা, যে পাহাড়, যে পর্বতমালা, rock and hill, all these are flooded with light. একেবারে সূর্যের প্রথম দ্যুতিতে চমকিত হচ্ছে, স্পার্কল হচ্ছে। Never saw I, never felt a calm so deep. আমি কখনো দেখিনি, I have never seen, I have never felt such a calm and deep. ওই যে একটা কথা আছে না, যে গভীরতা যত বেশি হয় তত সমুদ্র শান্ত হয়। সমুদ্র আছড়ে পড়ে, তার যে টপসি-টার্ভি কন্ডিশন, তার যে টার্বুলেন্ট কন্ডিশন, সেটা কিন্তু ওই কোস্টাল এরিয়াতে, ওই সি শোরে দেখা যায়। whenever you will go to the deep sea, then there was no wave, কোনো তরঙ্গ থাকে না, নিস্তরঙ্গ হয়ে যায়। সেই জন্য এ কাম সো ডিপ, এত গভীর অথচ কি শান্ত, সমাহিত। দ্য রিভার গ্লাইডেথ at his own sweet will. River Thames has flown at its own sweet will. ওগো নদী তুমি আপন বেগে পাগল পাড়া, রবীন্দ্রনাথের সেই গানটি আছে। সেই টেমস নদীর প্রবাহ ওয়েস্টমিনস্টার ব্রিজের নিচ দিয়ে এবং লন্ডন শহরকে যেন একটা বেল্টের মতো, ইট হ্যাজ মেড এ বেল্ট, ঠিক যেমনভাবে আমাদের কলকাতা শহরকে হাওড়া এবং কলকাতার মাঝে গঙ্গা নদী, যেটাকে হুগলি নদী বলা হয়, যেমনভাবে বেষ্টিত করেছে, লন্ডন শহরকে ঠিক তেমনিভাবে বেষ্টিত করেছে টেমস রিভার। অ্যান্ড ইট হ্যাজ flown at its own sweet will. Dear God, the very houses seem asleep. He has invoked God, that he was so charmed, his heart was so captivated by this beautiful scenery, that he has invoked God, he has expressed his gratitude to God, that, oh God, what a scene you have gifted me. The very houses seem asleep. Houses are attributed to life. That is a personification. The inhabitants of the house, the inhabitants of that city, the city dwellers, the London city dwellers of London, they are seem asleep, and all that mighty heart is lying still. And the inhabitant of that city, who are the inhabitants? They are very mighty. Because as the city, the beauty of the London is so charming, is so মানে এতটা মনোগ্রাহী, এতটা হৃদয় বিদারক, so excellent that the people would never be very fine. তারা খুব সুন্দর না হয়ে পারে না। তাই তিনি বলছেন mighty heart is lying still. That means the inhabitants of the city, they are very lucky, and they are also very gentle, and they are also very fine. এটা না হয়ে পারে না, it can never be possible to be fine of the inhabitants of this city. Okay, thank you today up to this, and I hope that you will continue in the next classes.